What's up everybody, how are you doing? This is yours truly, Sugi-Khan, and today I'm gonna be doing an early access review on Battlerite. Roughly around 8-9 months ago, I did a first impressions video on the game, and I'm gonna be seeing what things have changed since then. And those who are not on the loop, this is pretty much a spiritual successor to Stunlock Studios, another game that they had in the past called Bloodline Champions. And the games are very similar to each other, both are arena brawlers, except the fact that Bloodline Champion was like 5v5 and 4v4, while as Battlerite is pretty much the main mode, just 3v3 and then you have 2v2. And also, I would say Battlerite is a bit more slow tempo. In Bloodline Champions, you could really juke around and dodge, abilities really easily. And the playstyle is played with WASD and a mouse, and there's no pay-to-win elements inside the game. There's no RNG. It's all skill-based. Hitting the skill shots, even the heals are skill shots. It's really a game that it can be really easily learned in the beginning. It doesn't have like very complex mechanics. Obviously dodging and everything like anticipating and reading cooldowns, that is important on the higher levels of the game, and like zoning and all that. And the game is really fun. It's better to be played obviously with friends, and the games only take roughly around 10 to 15 minutes. It's best of 3 round, or should I say best of 5 pretty much. Whoever gets 3 wins first will win. And it's like a really ideal game to be played if you don't really have like a time to play another MOBA, like League and Dota and Smite, where the games last pretty much usually plus 30 minutes. And then you have even the fucking picking phase that takes another 5 minutes. This is pretty easy. You pick your character, lock in, and you go into a queue, and pretty soon you will enter into a game. And there's different types of arenas which are shaped differently. You have quite a lot of characters already. I think they have added around 4 to 3 characters since I last reviewed or did the first impressions video out of the game. Other things that they have changed, they have, tweaked out some of the visual things and the layouts on certain things. And one of the things that they did also add is surrender votes. And I have to say, I had a bit negative experiences this feature. I queued into a couple of games, and very early on, the team just decided to quit and, just pretty much ego quit in the very beginning. That's not something that you really want to see. I think there should be some type of limitation that you have to at least play a 1 round through until you surrender, because you can still win. Although when you're 2v3, it's very unlikely that you're gonna rise up unless you're really good and they're lagging or something. And as many people already know, once the early access goes out, it will actually become free to play. And the game's monetization model is obviously based on like getting people buy the early access version like I have, and actually I might got the game as a gift. I think that's how it got it. And then there's obviously this premium version, which pretty much like gets you like XP boosts and all that. And there's a progression systems inside the game where you can progress your character and get them to level 10, and you will unlock stuff, gold and other rewards and titles and icons. And you have chests inside the game, which you get actually quite frequently, which I really like about this in this game, that the free-to-play model seems very fair and reasonable for people who are going to be grinding and not using any money on the game. A lot of other games that I've played, whatever it be, Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm, or League of not even Heroes of the Storm, sorry about that, League of Legends, like the chest systems can be rather grindy, and there's usually like asterisks and limitations to them. The Battlerite one is one of the most fair, if not the fairest chest system that I've ever seen, and pretty much people who want to get a lot of items really fast, have the option to buy off those chests. And obviously the game would be very ideal on an esports setting as well. I do hope when it goes free to play, they're gonna be putting more effort promoting the game. Right now, it definitely needs more of those fun mode game modes where it can be totally random, like no cooldowns and all that, to make it fun. Obviously, there is the training mode where you can practice all the characters, see their abilities, and reset all the cooldowns. This is a good way to learn the characters, the sandbox mode. but it definitely needs some more random type of modes which are purely about fun. I mean, you're probably gonna be getting wrecked if you go against like hard compositions when you jump into ranked or casual, and it's more, you know, it's definitely a game where you want a good team. You want to be playing with your friends so you can coordinate the picks and all that, because everybody, when they get queued into a game, they don't have any decision over what people are gonna pick. You don't decide that and all that because you queue in with the character, so you always get to play that character, which is one of the cool aspects of the game. Obviously, you get always the role that you want, and you have already, like, as I did point upon why the game is so great on the monetization model, is that you also have daily quests which will give you chests and gold and other rewards. But overall, I think Battlerite is definitely a good game. As for its price, $20, it's an okay price, but obviously it will go to free to play, and definitely then it will be very played. The community has, I don't want to say has died, but it has definitely decreased from its, you know, inception, and they just need to add more casual oriented stuff to keep people playing the game and keep it fun. The queue times were definitely higher when I was doing the, I mean now, than versus the time that I was doing the first impressions out of the game. The graphics, the engine, everything about it is really, really cool and top notch. I just think that, you know, it just needs a competitive scene which will, you know, promote it more and grow the game more. And it probably needs more unlockables and maybe some esports oriented items also in the game. Overall, I've been enjoying it. It's now and then great to play a 10-minute game, troll around or fuck around. It definitely has a low learning curve, but still like a somewhat hardcore or hard to master. Thanks for watching this review. Definitely, you know, if you want to see other arena and MOBA game reviews, this is the channel to subscribe. This is the channel to subscribe. But until next time, I will see you soon. Give it a like, all that shit. You know what to do. And I'll see you guys. Adios.